Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini. Welcome to Inner Dreams. Welcome to your reading. I'm grateful that you're taking this time to slow down and tune in to see what messages Spirit is bringing through for you and your beautiful self. I'm going to take a moment to clear low vibrations using my sacred broom. You can do this for yourself as well. You can sweep away the negative energy from your aura, from yourself. Clear that negative energy, toxic vibes. Let it go. Ashe. All right. Beautiful things are on their way to you. It's true. And there are some really beautiful things that you have access to right now as well. These are things that can no longer be hidden. Your blessings can no longer be hidden. You may have gone through a time where you felt like everything that needed to be out in the open, understood, seen, it was concealed, it was hidden, it was kept under wraps, and you wanted something to be out there and exposed. It's happening. Something very dark is coming to light. This is something that you've experienced, and it's something that caused you a lot of pain and a lot of burden and a lot of suffering, and it was kept secret. This is a beautiful blessing that's on its way to you because someone who needs to be exposed is being exposed in part because of the energy that you have been putting into yourself, your healing. That is having a nurturing effect on the collective. And people who have experienced pain and trauma, it's very similar to what you have felt and lived through. Painting the roses red, covering up errors. Someone's errors were being covered up. And there's something very heavy, very deep that was kept in the dark. For some of you, this is an abusive situation that you went through or that you experienced, you lived through. Divine says that even if you never opened up and told anyone, the thoughts that you've had about this situation, about this experience, and the work that you've done to make it through that, it has awakened your healing abilities, and you have contributed to the healing of this situation for many, many people who have experienced the same type of pain or trauma as you. Okay? For some of you, you may have regretted not opening up or sharing something about this, or there's something about your healing journey with this situation that you regret. You feel like maybe you, like I'm getting a feeling of self-doubt there, where you wonder if you handled it right, you might regret not handling it in a different way. Divine says to please let go of all self-criticism and to give yourself grace to give yourself mercy, and to honor the choices that you made, because you did the best that you knew to do. Maybe you wish that you had known to love yourself more back then. Maybe you wish that you had known to say that you needed help, or to cry about something instead of keeping it pent up inside you. Divine says, however you handled your situation, your experience, that's a part of your path. That's what you were supposed to do in order to be able to grow in the way that you need to grow. Divine says your path of healing may have felt very lonely sometimes, but there are so many people who are going through such similar situations as what you have experienced, that you have a huge soul tribe. You have a huge soul tribe that extends all around the world. These are people who get you, and you get them. You're like brothers and sisters. Family. Moms and dads. Children. Yeah. You have family all throughout the universe. You have connections with beings that are beautiful just like you, but are in different places, different spaces, different realms. Okay. I want to know more about this covering up errors. Okay, you've got loyalty, chaos. You may have felt like with a situation in your life, you had to remain loyal or prove your loyalty to someone that hurt you. You may have noticed all the chaos that they created inside you and around you, but you felt that you had to be loyal to them. You may have felt pressure from your culture or community or someone within your home influenced you to react a certain way to something that just didn't feel right. This is also about being loyal to any type of chaos. There may have been times in your life where you have put up with chaos that you didn't have to put up with. You may have worked a job beyond the point where you feel like you should have quit, okay, or made a change. Maybe you wish you had made a change sooner in your career, or there is never a perfect way. There's never a perfect way. And so whatever choices you've made, Divine is inviting you to enter a space where you just give yourself grace. Grace for everything you've done, everything you're doing right now, and everything you will do. Just live in a space full of grace, where you realize that there is no perfect path, there is no perfect journey. And that by evolving, you're doing all that's required. That's all that's required, is just to evolve. How do you evolve? You accept yourself and the choices that you've made. And you honor yourself and the choices that you've made. It's easier said than done when you've got subconscious mind telling you to think this way or to worry about this. But that's where your consciousness comes in, and you realize that you don't have to be loyal to the chaos. You have to be loyal to you. You have to be at peace with that beautiful being that stares back at you in the mirror. You owe it to you to accept your path and to realize that whatever chaos you've been through, whether it was created by someone else, or sometimes if there was a conflict that you gave into and created some chaos as well, or maybe allowed some chaos to run around in your mind, to be in your mind because of self-doubt. You know, it all serves a purpose. It all serves a purpose. And the purpose is change. Because none of us were meant to leave this world the same, being the same type of being, the same in the same place as we were when we came into it. So we're supposed to evolve. And that's what you're doing. You're evolving. Give yourself grace. Conclusion. Something's coming to an end. I feel like this is either a series of betrayals that you experienced or a huge betrayal that you experienced. I feel like there was drama surrounding this situation. And I feel like it led you to second guess yourself. Maybe sometimes you lost hope for your journey. Tell me more about this conclusion, Divine. So the basis of this conclusion in your life that you're experiencing now is your courage. Your courage is what has brought you to a place where there's a good ending. There's a good ending. There's a lot of conflict here. I feel like this was involving thought energy, but also words that were spoken to others. There may have been some differing points of view, and then conflict that turned into a type of chaos where someone was trying to defeat the other. Okay. You may have felt at times during this conflict that you had been defeated. This could have been because of something that someone said or something that you thought they were thinking. You may have been particularly concerned around this time about what other people were thinking about you. There's a tower here for someone that betrayed you. Okay, so they've got the tower here. This is a Page of Swords, so this is someone who was keeping their eyes on you. They may have spied on you. This is a very immature person. But for some of you, even though they were older, that's the only thing. They were older, but they were still immature. Okay, so I'm getting a childish behavior here or personality. But for some of you, this person was older, but they have very immature energy about them. They used their intelligence to try to betray and trick and manipulate. There's not much of anything positive about this person, okay? Especially regarding their experience with you. I feel like you're very turned off by that energy and you really just don't want to have anything else to do with it. You're like done with it, okay? And that's good, because Divine says that your conclusion is coming. This may be something, this Page of Swords may have caused confusion and chaos for quite a while, okay? But now they're experiencing a Tower, and it's related to their home, family, finances. Okay, this Five of Pentacles is where there's poverty. I feel like this is both a spiritual poverty and a financial / physical poverty. This person has invested so much time in their deception and their trickery that it has made them, it's like changed their brain. They're very unstable. And this is because of the energies they were sending to other people at one time. And you encountered their energy, okay? For some of you, this is a person who took advantage of you, betrayed you. I'm getting lies. So they more than likely told lies about you, smeared your name. And they made you feel like you were on the outs with that Five of Pentacles. They made you feel very isolated. The interaction that they had with you and the words that they spoke to you made you feel like you were isolated, left out in the cold. But that's what they're experiencing now. Okay, because that all-seeing eye saw it all. It didn't miss a beat. And everything that this person has done to create chaos, it is coming to a conclusion, not because they've changed their ways, not because they decided to do better, but because the universe has no more grace for them. Their time has run out. That does happen. Okay? Sometimes there's just no more grace for the constant trickery, lies, betrayal, deceit. Not living according to their purpose, their divine purpose. And overall just fucking with people. All of that catches up to these types of people, like with this Page of Swords here. And all the energy that they put into making others miserable, deflecting and avoiding blame, avoiding taking responsibility and all of that, it catches up with them. And that's exactly what's happening with this Page of Swords. So, everybody wants justice, right? This is my question. Knowing that this person is suffering, knowing that this person is getting theirs, their actions are catching up with them, right? I don't think there's a human that would say, oh, I wouldn't want that. Like, everybody wants justice, right? It's a very human thing. That's what we want. But knowing that this person is getting their justice, getting their karma, does that really have any impact on you? There's still a need here to love yourself. Sometimes we get so distracted by karma. Oh, it caught up to them. You know, they got it. They got theirs. Okay, that's great. Everybody wants that. Let's not lie. But once you realize that someone is suffering because of the choices they made and the way that they treated you, and it all caught up to them, there's still a need to heal our own hearts. Because in many cases, what they did, the effects of that stick around for a little while. And so Divine really is inviting you into a space where you ask the question, is there anything else that I need? Because it's very tempting in a situation like this where somebody's shit catches up to them to stay focused on them and to look at what they're going through. But the only thing in this equation, in this situation, that's worth focusing on is you. That's it. That's all that you need to focus on. Because you have so many blessings that are opening up on your path, available to you. It's really beautiful. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Lilith deck. I just want to see what else is going on. Thank you, Divine. What other messages does this beautiful being need? Okay, you've got celebration, abundance, gifts. They're coming. And you may have already experienced something really positive, something that you manifested. Celebrate this. You've got epiphany. And then I see on this other side, healing, inner child. Yeah, I feel like there's a situation that could go back to your childhood. Or this could be someone that you know who experienced trauma during their younger years. And Divine is saying that there is a breakthrough that's coming to you regarding that healing that you've been doing. Okay? There is something that you will be celebrating, not only in the physical realm for your abundance, your money, your wealth. This could also be an achievement that takes you in the direction of more money, more wealth. So it's something very positive that takes you into the direction of more prosperity, increased prosperity. But I'm looking at gifts there. This is a reason to celebrate about your gifts. Okay? A reason to celebrate your gifts. The talents that you have, this is something inside you, these gifts, okay? Some of you will be receiving a gift from, I want to say another beautiful being. It feels like good positive vibes there, okay? But for most of you, this is your gifts inside you. This is helping you to achieve the abundance, the stability that you desire in your world. And please remember that abundance comes in all forms. Physical, spiritual, emotional, okay? But that's what you're experiencing, beautiful being. And this is because of your healing that you're entering this time of prosperity and renewal. Renewal. This card came out again. This came out in the last reading. Facade, beliefs. There's something that you're shedding. It's something that limited you as far as what you were willing to do. Maybe there was something that you thought you couldn't do as far as putting yourself out there, putting your face out there. Divine says you're looking at yourself in a different way now. And you're seeing that you have the freedom inside you. You may not have known this before when somebody was telling you you had to do this, you had to do that. But you now realize that you have the freedom inside you to put yourself out there, to experience a little bit of vulnerability so that you can love yourself through it and know that it's worth it, because then you're able to connect, you're able to receive, you're able to manifest. This is about shedding fear. There was a layer of fear that you wore. This could have been years ago, months ago, okay? But there's been a change. That's not to say that you don't ever feel fear anymore, but you're feeling less of it. And when you do feel fear, you're pushing through it, and you're doing it anyway. You're doing it anyway. And this is bringing about a huge sense of renewal for your creative spark. Okay? There's something that you are creating because you feel more inspired now. And I feel like this has a lot to do with that conclusion where that entity, that low vibrating spirit that was trying so hard to attach itself to you, you're going to notice less of a pull, okay? Less of a pull. And it's for two reasons. Because that person is experiencing their karma, okay? Their time has come to experience that. But also it's because you're unbothered. You're choosing not to give a fuck. You said, why should I care? Why should I invest all this time and energy into someone that yields nothing positive in my life? These are the things that you started to say to yourself. You started having a series of epiphanies. And you got tired of being afraid. You got tired of avoiding the things that were right for you because you had self-doubt about whether or not you could make it work. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got chemistry there. So, I'm picking up on a connection that has a lot of chemistry. There could be water energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? Doesn't have to be, but could be. Also Earth, maybe? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I see some Earth over there. Yeah, tell me more about this passionate connection, Divine. Okay, there's toxicity and patterns that at one time you felt bound to and bound by. I feel like there was a constant cycle, like a wheel just turning around and around of toxic patterns and toxic interactions that you experienced. This also could have been a very emotional connection with that water energy around you. There also could have been topics of money and finances that came up with the earth energy back there. So there's definitely a lot of energy that came through that connection that played out in a toxic way. A lot of toxic energy. Tell me more about this connection, Divine. The Moon. A lot of this connection had to do with subconscious programming. This could be within you or your person or both of you. Okay? Subconscious programming definitely played a role in how you both communicated, how you got along, how you didn't get along. I'm also seeing that there were negative influences from other people. It's almost as if you all were alone, if you were alone with this person, you'd be like in a state of peace. But because of the influence of others, it was very chaotic. Yeah. There was some stuff that was hidden as well. There was some shady stuff that was done. Okay. This could have been related to some fiery energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Also, I'm getting a vibe of creative energy that existed between you and your person. Okay? You may have liked to create something together It could have been meals that you cooked together or some type of art. Or you could have just had, I mean, I know that there was chemistry there. Okay, could have been a very fiery chemistry in the bedroom. But there also could have been an influence by another person. This could have been a family member that didn't respect your relationship. This could have been a third party, anyone, but I'm getting fire energy, okay? And conflict with that 5 there. There also could have been a very volatile vibe between you and your person with that fire there, okay? I want to pull a cosmic oracle card. Okay, right there at the bottom of the deck we got give it time. You know, for some of you this is a situation, this chemistry situation that's over. And you will have no parts of it. You will have nothing else to do with it because you've seen all that you needed to see and you're done. You've washed your hands of it and you have moved along, okay? There are others of you who are in a situation where you're assessing what you have with this person and you are asking yourself, can I forgive them? Can I forgive myself? And can we move forward and make this work? Okay? And this applies to some of you. Give it time. Give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. That goes back to that water energy. Letting things flow. You know, it feels really good when you're in a relationship to not feel like you have to win. You know? Not feeling like you have to win. Because anytime you argue with a person that you live with, nobody wins. And especially if you have children, okay, if you have pets, they pick up on these energies. And so when you sort of feel the need to fight or win a fight, it's like at the bottom of that desire to fight or pick a fight is ego, you know. Sometimes if you feel frustrated, there's a need for understanding, but there's not a need for a fight, you know. There's a need for understanding, but there is no need for a fight. So the question is, how can you talk? How can you get your point across? How can you be clear to a person? And basically make what you feel or what you need known. Make it very clear. You know? That's a good thing to do. It's a healthy thing to do, to take out emotion, to take out any need to win or get even. Sometimes it's that you want that person to feel your pain because you feel like you've carried pain from them, so you want to make them hurt. I understand that. But that can create very sticky situations like cheating, revenge cheating, or yeah, a situation where you want to gain leverage or something like that. It's never a good idea to create conflict with a person that you live with. Okay? Because nobody wins. It's like shitting where you eat. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. So, yes, it's important to create a positive environment for you, for your home, for your children. Okay, there may be a narcissist involved here that you are very aware of. Okay, somebody here in this situation was a narcissist. This could be that person that you dealt with, whether it was a family member that wasn't supportive, or somebody who was just meddling in your relationship, wanting a piece of something, okay? But there's definitely someone here who is totally driven by ego and by how they look to other people. See, that's all that a narcissist cares about. They don't care about how anything feels. They don't care about how anything is. They care about how everything looks. Appearances, facades, okay? Yeah, and that goes back to that facade card. This could be a person who is completely pretending to be one way in this situation and another way in another. You know, just changing out their personalities like their outfits, you know? You were picking up on all of this. You have an incredible, deep intuition. And you knew what was going on. And Divine is saying that everything that is unfolding now as all of this stuff comes to a conclusion, it affirms that you have a very deep and accurate intuition. Okay? Yeah, I really like this. I want to pull a couple from the Intuitive deck. Thank you, Divine. Yeah, ooh, third party sitch. Okay, so that's there. Yeah. Karmic masculine. There was a karmic masculine involved here. This could have been your person or someone else. And flying monkeys. Okay, so here's the thing. Whenever there's a situation where you have a narcissist and they have control over other people, aka they're flying monkeys, you don't have to sift through the flying monkeys to try to determine who is okay and who's trustworthy and who's not. None of them are trustworthy. Okay? And that's because they supported someone who was against you. That's all that needs to be said. Okay? I would definitely avoid trusting in someone who teamed up with someone else to come against you. They were complicit in that whole situation. Okay? There could have been gossiping here. There could have been a lot of rude, mean things said about you that had no basis. Okay? This made you doubt yourself at certain points in time. It made you doubt yourself. It made you doubt your path. And you are healing. You are moving on. But why would you give somebody who did all of that to you, or somebody who supported somebody who did that, why would you give them another opportunity to do something like that to you? You know, it's up to you. There's somebody here who has an entity attachment, and this is something related to a house. This could be somebody who lives close to you that has an entity attached to them, or it could be someone that you used to have a relationship with and you swore that when y'all lived together, this person had an entity on them. They were being controlled by a malevolent force. Also, this could be a home that's having a lot of paranormal activity. I feel like this Page of Swords, this person that is going through this tower now, they're having paranormal activity in their home. Yeah. That's the liar, deceiver, person who's spying and all of that stuff. They may be experiencing some very paranormal activity in their home. But that's because they've opened portals to that. So they can deal with it. They can deal with it. Yeah. Whew. That's what happens when you play games. Okay, so 7 of Wands and 9 of Feel, but it was in reverse. I feel like there's something creatively that you might be feeling like you're going uphill with, and you feel like with the amount of time or energy or effort that's required, you just might not end up getting your 9 of Cups. That's something that you might have had on your mind lately. That you want to be in a space where you're able to enjoy life and enjoy the simple things, your cup of tea or cup of hot chocolate or whatever it is you like to sip on in the evening, and have your bare feet and just curl up and have fun, relax. You want to be able to enjoy life, and you might feel like it's just such an uphill battle with some of the basics, or for some of you this is creatively, you've been feeling uninspired. Let's see what Divine is bringing. Oh, self-care. That came through. Again, Divine is recommending that you take good care of yourself. Beautiful being. Oh, okay, he's flipped. You've got Creator, 8 of Earth. I love it. Divine is reminding you that you are a creator, okay? You have inspiring ideas. Your mind is amazing. The way it works is beautiful. Divine is saying that there's something that you'll look at in nature that will inspire you to create. Be with the earth. Go into the forest. Go to a mountain if you live close to one. Go to a body of water, a natural body of water. And just gaze out. You could go outside and just look up at the sky and become inspired by the clouds. But there's inspiration that you're going to receive as you go out in nature, okay? And this is going to take you into a space of work where you are creating and you're enjoying what you're doing, and you have a routine. You're creating things that you love. And this is supporting your abundance, your prosperity. Okay? Nature is key at this time. Alright, I'm going to pull a crystal spirit card to close. Let's see what Divine is bringing through for you. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for this beautiful being? Sodalite. Okay, I like Sodalite. I like Sodalite. I love Lapis too. Oh. Okay. Ashe. That's number 52. You might be seeing the number 52, 25, 52. This is about conflict and now balance. Okay, so you're experiencing balance after a time of conflict. Ashe. 52, 52, 52. 52. Ashe. Intentionality, conscious awareness, and awakened state, inner knowing, and self-confidence, clear expression of intentions. Ashe. A state of conscious awareness is the key to clearly communicating your intentions to the conscious universe. The message of this crystal is to be fully awake as you make choices, large and small, that will influence your well-being. It's when we fall asleep to our spiritual nature and connection with the universal consciousness that old habits return. And we forget our commitment to personal transformation. Sodalite Spirit has appeared to help you wake up and notice whether you are becoming complacent and not following through as you promised yourself you would. Now is the time to reconnect with the conscious universe so that Sodalite Spirit can magnify your awareness, helping you to recognize whether your conscious and subconscious intentions are in sync, so that you do not get in your own way as you co-create what you desire. Ashe. They said to read the relationship message, so I'm going to read that, okay? Healing doesn't require perfection, but it does require that you remain awake to the truth that you are a divine, beautiful being. Oh my God, I've never seen that anywhere. I love it. You're a beautiful being. See, this is your message. Ashe. Always connected to the conscious universe who wants the very best for you. Spiritual amnesia will send you circling back to old patterns you vowed never to repeat. The appearance of Sodalite spirit is a reminder to reestablish your sense of connection so that the conscious universe can guide you to where you need to be. Do not forget your worth, your values, and your truth. If you are unsure of the next move to make, meditate. As you remain present in the moment, you will more easily avoid spiritual narcolepsy and falling back into the old ways. This is spiritual narcolepsy. Oh my gosh. It do be like that though. You gotta snap and be like, wait a minute, no. You know, it's like, I don't want to do that. I did that before many times and it did not work out well, right? So Divine is saying that you're learning from old patterns. And this is a time of change. This is a time of where that conclusion card came through. It's an ending of something that has carried on far too long. And as your life is purified from that old stagnant energy, you're going to find that you are able to experience so much more joy. You'll have more room for the things that you love. Ashe. Alright, beautiful being, I hope that you enjoyed this message. Please be sure to like, leave me a nice comment, and yeah, subscribe, that too. And I wish you peace, I wish you joy, and I wish you many blessings. Take care.